Knew that sound when the Fat Boys when you heard it on the radio, you knew what it was and you turned it up. Every time, oh yeah, it's like, now's the time, yeah. And then Dougie, yeah, baby. It began to happen. It began, and regular society didn't like it, but eventually it began to slowly make its way into society, because once Academy came out, and then the Fat Boys, and then Dougie Fresh, and then Biz Markie, and everything else, it began to build a step. So it became what you call a counterculture culture. It became an anti-culture culture. It became like anti-hero heroes. So it just, it's just wrong. That's why we loved it. We were wondering if anybody was out there. So the fact that they're listening, it makes all of us artists feel much better. So somebody is paying attention. There is somebody out there that cares. And we deeply, deeply appreciate it. The other thing is we ask them to please continue. We learn by doing. We learn by doing. And the sounds became imaginary friends until you get into trouble, because you cannot blame your imaginary friends. I used to use it as a defense mechanism as well, because when the other kids are mean or bigger than you are, and you pretty much have to make things up. So when the bigger kids would want to beat me up and bully and do all the other things, I would find ways to get them back. One day they were behind the school smoking cigarettes behind the school wall, and I did the sound of the angry Rottweiler. And in case you're wondering, what does the Rottweiler dog at 45 kilometers per hour sound like? That's the noise. They dropped their cigarettes and ran. So they didn't bother me anymore. Yo, he crazy, man. Stay away from that fool. He crazy.
That's right, he crazy, man.
That one, Pong. So, and between an individual sound, for those of y'all listening, you start with a, and then you're because when in Police Academy, the character Jones, he was under arrest, sitting on the chair, and Mahoney came in to meet him for the first time. And what was he doing? That was the very, very first noise. And Mahoney sat next to him, and what did the guy do? And they just look at each other. What are you in for? I'll show you. And then that noise, then that machine gun noise. For me, I always loved to be able to layer things. Always loved it. Most important. So it's your first beginning sounds. Now for me, because I used to listen to the old records and get LP records before we got into this whole digital thing, Carlos Santana was great because he had the and then that wonderful guitar, but it was layers. It was layers. When you heard the and then it just went on, and it just built. And when I saw Woodstock, I said, "Oh, okay, I get it, because it was just a planet's worth of sounds. It had been amazing because it wasn't just Jimmy; it was all the other sounds, from the Who to you name it. Because everything, it just for me it was just I was eating candy. That's what it was to me. It was like having a 3 hours worth of chocolate. And no one to stop me from eating it. The thing I will not do is battle or compete, because it's important, and I know that the folks have to see how good they are, and I'm glad to see everybody doing what they're doing. For me, I'm just glad that I was able to be part of that beginning, and it's fun for me to watch everyone do their things now. I don't mind coming in and offering advice and consultation from time to time, but I've been over that mountain, and I would love to help some other folks make the trip. So, for us, we're on the front lines of this beginning of a wave. This is a beginning. This is just a beginning. Even though it's been a few short years, we're still We're still out in the forest, trying to find our way. Hi, this is Michael Winslow, and you are watching Beatbox Battle TV.